Hey guys, it's time for the annual Christmas episode of Upkeep. This time we are doing Secret Santa, but this time we only do the commanders with the deck box and sleeves, and then the person we gift to has to build the deck themselves. What is today? Today is September 22nd, so everyone has a decent amount of time to build their decks in time for the Christmas. Let's go ahead and go in a circle and exchange our commanders.
All right.
Who won the dice roll?
That was me, actually. Because we did do a dice roll. It was me.
So who is your person?
So I got a commander for Preston.
Oh! Who's your commander?
The Archimandrate, I think is how you say that?
Archimandrite, I think.
It's a Jeskai commander, 2 blue, red, white for a 0/5 legendary creature human advisor. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life, where X is the number of your hand minus 4. Whenever you gain life, each advisor, artificer, and monk you control gains vigilance and gets plus X plus O until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gained. Tap 3 untapped advisors, artificers, and or monks you control, draw a card.
That kind of hit all of the things that Preston likes. It gains life, it draws cards, and it has a fun little semi-typal thing with the advisors, artificers, and monks. So I thought it'd be a fun one to see. I thought it'd be a fun one.
It's been a while since you've had a Jeskai deck, right?
Yeah, I think the pre-con that was
C19, I think.
Yeah. So yeah.
A couple people have said that Glarb was as if I created a commander for myself. This is as if Preston created a commander for Preston.
The only thing that would be different is that
the
only thing that would be different is it would be green and the monks are tokens. And you got them sleeves too, right?
Oh yes, I did. Sorry, yeah, I have those over here.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, you are next in turn order. So who'd you get? Who'd you get your thing for?
So we got something a little weird going on here.
I was gonna say
what's happening actually.
So I got Stave.
Stave! Oh, Stave gets the pretty rapid pepper.
Open that up first.
there's a lot of things in that bag.
Oh, dude, that is
That's baller.
Whoa,
pretty cool.
That's
That's sick.
That is cool.
Pretty sweet.
Silver sleeves.
My gosh. Megatron Tyrant. I had both copies of it.
I didn't know if you'd like the old version or the new version better, so I went with both.
Bunch of words. Legendary artifact creature, robot. Power and toughness 7/5. More than meets the eye. Your opponents can't cast spells during combat. At the beginning of your post-combat man phase, you may convert Megatron. If you do, add a colorless for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. And then on its other side, Megatron Destructive Force, 4/5 vehicle. It's living metal. As long as it's your turn, this vehicle is also a creature. Whenever Megatron attacks, you may sacrifice another artifact. When you do, Megatron deals damage equal to the sacrificed artifact's mana value to target creature. If excess damage would be dealt to that creature this way, instead that damage is dealt to that creature's controller, and you convert Megatron.
That's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words, but this is gonna be crazy.
It's also funny too because there's an inside joke that we don't have the time to explain to the viewers about Steven liking Transformers.
I mean, it's fine, but this is dope.
I'm curious.
So then what's the rest of this? Yeah.
Go ahead. The order of these two doesn't matter.
One of them is a ring. Preston's gonna propose.
Don't spoil.
Oh my gosh,
Dude.
that's a Transformer.
Is it Megatron? It's Megatron. Let's go.
You're like, is this one Optimus Prime?
I hope so. I hope so.
Dude, it's Megatron. It's Megatron. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty sweet.
You have to bring these two when we film the Christmas episode.
Oh my
Oh, you have to. Yeah. Oh my God, that's
And
amazing.
the little one does do a little transformation.
I can tell.
It's a
It
little
looks like it
janky, but
transforms.
That's funny.
Well, thank you, Preston.
I am next, and I had Tommy.
Tom.
Ooh, Don Andres, the Renegade, for 1 blue, black, red. 4/3. Each creature you control but don't own gets +2/+2, has menace and death touch, and is a pirate in addition to its other types. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell you don't own, create 2 tapped treasure tokens. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Just
so-
stealing stuff the whole time. That's great. I love
figured,
that.
I don't think you've used this color combination before.
I don't think so, no.
And then also I figured it'd be an archetype like Theft. I figured that was an archetype you hadn't played before.
Definitely not. That's
something new
sick.
for you.
No, that's sick. That sounds really fun, actually.
All right, Jason, you're next.
I got Morgan.
Yay!
Well, it would have been really weird if 2 people got me.
Yeah, I was gonna say something went wrong in the
you
draw
already got
process.
enough stuff.
Boy, that's so cool. Cromat for Wooburg. It is a... What's the errata text? What's the creature type on this?
I don't remember.
Okay. It's a 5/5 with a bunch of activated abilities. For a white and a black, you can destroy target creature, blocking or blocked by it. For a blue and a red, it gains flying until end of turn. For a black and a green, you regenerate it. For a red and a white, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And then a green and a blue, I can put it on top of its library. Dude, that's really cool. That's like old school Wooburg.
Yeah.
But okay, so importantly, this is old school foil. Is that expensive?
Nah, I mean, what is expensive in Magic the Gathering, really?
He might have spent more than I did.
You're a 5-color fan.
5-color deck.
It is a
And
legendary creature illusion.
Oh, it's an illusion.
Illusion.
That's cool.
That's really sick.
Man, they just don't make foils like they used to. This is so nice looking. This is so nice.
Back
That's
when
really
foils
cool.
were
Thanks,
special,
man.
too.
All right,
Yeah,
that means
I
we
like
only
that.
got one person left.
Process of
I
elimination.
wonder who I got.
I wonder.
Oh, well, we both had more.
You know me so well. So I got Obeka, Splitter of Seconds.
Yeah.
It is a 2/5 legendary ogre warlock with menace for 1, a blue, a black, and a red, and it says whenever Obeka, Splitter of Seconds deals combat damage to a player, you get that many additional beginning steps after this phase.
So obviously you go ogre tribal with it.
Oh, 100% for sure, yeah. There's nothing else to do. You guys are gonna lose. You guys are gonna
Yeah,
lose.
This is gonna be.
I
This is
saw
gonna
all
be
the
brutal.
additional upkeep triggers, and I'm like, that sounds degenerate, and made me think of you.
Oh, that's so kind.
All right, we will be back in a couple of months when this
For you-
video comes out.
For you all, in about right now.
All right, it is a couple months later. We are back. We have built our decks. We're gonna go around the table real quick just to remind everyone who we are, who gave us our commander, and what we ended up doing with it. Let's go in turn order. Preston.
Yeah. So Tommy over here gave me the Archimandrite. It's all about getting creatures out, gaining some life, and having a big old hand.
Heck yeah. Steven.
So Preston gave me Megatron Tyrant, and it's just like a general good artifact deck within these colors.
Steven loves Transformers.
It's his favorite IP.
So, Steven gave me Obeka, Splitter of Seconds. Basically, this deck wants to deal damage with my commander and get a bunch of upkeep triggers, and then just, play a bunch of good at the beginning of your upkeep stuff. There's a little bit of suspend in here. There's some fun stuff. I'm excited for this deck.
Heck yeah, Tommy.
Sweet. So Morgan gave me Don Andres, the Renegade, and it's all just about stealing stuff. Very in the Christmas spirit, stealing things from your friends.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
it's-
you're the
it's-
Grinch today.
Yeah, I'm the
you
Grinch. There
Maybe
we
you
go.
should be wearing the Grinch shirt.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, and then Jason gave me Cromat. This is just a really sexy 5-color old school foil. Hopefully we'll cast it at some point, but really this deck is just 5-color good stuff with the restriction of it has to just be cards that I have in my collection that aren't currently in deck. So this is a bunch of cards that usually just don't quite make the cut normally, or it's a bunch of cards that are not that good, but the art's cool, stuff like that. So it should be a good time. If you would like to support Geek and Seek, consider becoming a patron. That's the best way to support us in keeping our podcast, gameplay, and more coming your way. Patrons will also get their own special episode of Upkeep that won't be available to anyone else. That is coming very soon. Preston, you won the dice roll. Start us off.
All right, I will draw my card for turn, and I will play an exotic orchid as my land and pass.
Let's
Nice.
go! He
right.
taps for nothing!
Gonna play Bloodfell Caves as my land for turn, and it's tapped. I gain a life. That's the end of my turn.
Now it taps for a black and a red!
Steven's winning, so I think we need to team up on him.
Yeah, he's
All
got
right,
more.
I will
I'm down for
draw.
that.
It's standy, guys.
You know what? I think everybody deserves swamps. I'm gonna play Urborg,
Urborg.
and then I will pass.
All right. We're gonna draw. I apologize in advance. We're gonna play an island. Tap it for 1 for a soul ring, and then tap it for 2 for a talisman of dominance.
Well, hold on.
That was straight up the first hand I drew. That no mulligans on that.
All right, so still team up on Steven.
No!
If I painted a target on my head, I knew what I was doing when I kept this hand. So
Do you have any other 1-mana spells?
unfortunately, not right now. That
Oh,
I wanna
unfortunately.
use.
All
You know
right,
what you
I'll
should
go.
do? You should tap it for a blue and deal 1 damage to yourself.
Yeah, why not? I'll tap it for 1 blue for 1 damage to myself and then pass.
I did it!
And I'll play an Arcane Sanctum tap to pass it.
It's
Before you
democracy at its
pass,
finest.
I'm gonna cast a brainstorm because
Oh.
Tommy gave me a blue mana,
Heck yeah.
Technically, Morgan gave you a blue too.
and then I will draw for turn. I will play this island.
You gave yourself a blue.
I'm gonna play a Soul Ring,
What's going on here?
Stop it! I don't have that stuff.
Azorius Signet.
Ah!
Tap the Azorius Signet for a burst,
Oh, that's gross.
and
No!
I'll pass.
So us?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I think we should still team up on Steve.
Yeah.
No! I'm gonna play a Plains as my land for turn. I'll pay 2 to play the Talisman of Conviction, and that's it. Pass.
Well,
That's much
I
more
will-
fair.
That's much better.
I will draw.
We're all basically the same.
You know,
place.
I'm gonna do the fairest thing of all of us. I'm gonna play a mountain and pass.
It's gonna get much more.
See that? It's turn 2 and I have
Fair
2
enough.
lands.
We're gonna draw for 2 and a black, dealing 1 damage to myself. I'm gonna play Cunning Rhetoric. Whenever an opponent attacks me and or 1 or more planeswalkers I control, exile the top card of that player's library, and I may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. That'll be it for now. Pass.
Oh, you kept a 1-lander?
Maybe.
I'm just gonna play another tapped land that is the Seaside Citadel and pass.
Oh, okay.
Morgan's even doing more fair stuff than I am.
Everyone knows that basics are the most unfair lands in the game.
My land for turn will be a Maze of
Yeah, like, why are we still playing play?
Just don't. For 3, Decanter of Endless Water. I have no maximum hand size. And
Oh,
I tap for
God.
1 of any color. And then tap these for 4. Archon of Absolution.
Oh, come on.
3/2
God.
protection from white. Creatures can't attack me or planeswalker I control unless they pay 1 for each creature. And pass.
So not only are they far ahead, they both have incentivizers for us to not attack them. Don't fall for it. We still go for them.
I'm gonna play Reliquary Tower as my land for turn. And then for a, because of you, black, red, and white.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna play Painful Truths. I draw 3 cards and lose 3. That's the end of my turn. I don't have to discard down because of Reliquary Tower.
How many cards do you have in hand?
8.
I will draw. I'm gonna play this island. I'll tap for 3, and I will play the Reaver Cleaver. It's a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, create that many treasure tokens. Pass.
Cool.
Scary.
Man, y'all are gonna hate me. For 2 and a blue, we're gonna play Propaganda.
Come on!
Creatures can't attack me unless their controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking me.
Yo,
So
where's
even if we decide to pay the 2, you're gonna take one of our crap.
Did everyone just take into account that I have to attack with my commander? Did like we all just like metagame this?
All right, Steven, where's that austere command?
Somewhere in there.
Anything else I want to do with that one? Not particularly, so I will pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to, for a blue and a black, cast Legacy All-Star Baleful Strix. It's a 1/1 with flying and death touch. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. And then keep the gravy train rolling on fair stuff. Sandstep Citadel enters the battlefield tapped. And I will pass.
Lit, boy!
Drop. Mount will be my land for turn. Oh, this is so mean.
Why is it mean? Why are we getting mean this early?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna overload Vandal Blast.
No.
Well,
Why?
well, that sucks.
Baleful Strix is awkwardly an artifact.
Yeah,
An
I
artifact
noticed that
creature
when you
for
played
some
it.
reason.
In response, I'm gonna tap Talisman of Conviction.
Why did you do this, Preston?
You know what? I'm gonna commit to the bit. In response, I'm gonna tap the Talisman of Dominance for a blue and take 1 damage.
You should have done the same.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Tap it for a white. Everybody kill Preston.
All right,
Keeping that 1 land hand doesn't look like such a great idea anymore.
I'll make it seem like that was actually a good play. I'll hit Morgan for 3 and pass.
Whatever, man.
So stupid.
What is this game?
Keep in mind, he hit me when he had the mana to pay for the propaganda.
Oh no, I know.
I was already down to 37. I made you guys equal.
I will play a Banana Land, and then I'll pay 4 to More Than Meets the Eye. Megatron, Destructive Force.
You remember in the group chat when you said that we shouldn't go after you this game because you're going to be helping us all out? I don't feel helped.
As Megatron is on its vehicle side, it's a 4/5. It's living metal, so as long as it's my turn, this vehicle is also a creature, so it can attack and block. Whenever Megatron attacks, you may sacrifice another artifact. When you do, Megatron deals damage equal to the sacrificed artifact's mana value to target creature. If excess damage would be dealt to that creature this way, instead that damage is dealt to the creature's controller, and you convert Megatron into the other version.
That is so many words.
So many words.
A lot of
It's
text.
a lot of words. Pass the turn.
I will play this island. I guess I'll just tap for 4, and I will play Obeka.
Yeah.
I will be the second player to cast my commander, and then I will pass the turn. Obeka is a 2/5 with Menace, and it says whenever Obeka Splitter of Seconds deals combat damage to a player, you get that many additional upkeep steps after this phase.
Draw. Well, bad news, fellas. It wasn't a land, so
That is very bad news.
I'm getting flashbacks to the Lost Caverns of Ixalan episode. I'm not having fun anymore.
You did this.
Oh, I remember.
That one was not me.
It was bad, man. Oh,
This is
God.
not what Christmas is all about.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I want to go home.
You are home.
You are
This
home.
is your house.
I want to play a Frontier Bivouac tapped and pass.
Good.
Oh,
Fair magic.
actually, I'll play a mountain instead and pass.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't want to play another tap land.
There you go. Tempo.
I'm just gonna play a Steam Vents,
You pay the 2 life and evidence run tap,
but I don't need to.
but you deserve it.
I'll cast my commander. So the Archimandrite, at the beginning of my upkeep, I gain X life, where X is the number of cards in my hand minus 4. Whenever I gain life, each advisor, artificer, and monk I control gains vigilance and plus X plus O, where X is the amount of life I gained. And I can tap 3 untapped advisors, artificers, or monks I control to draw a card. Pass.
Someone blow it up.
Play a banana land as my land turn. I'm going to pay 5 to cast Psychosis Crawler.
Ooh.
Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in my hand, so it's a 7/7. Whenever I draw a card, each opponent loses a life. Yep, that's gonna be it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a swamp as my land for the turn. I will tap for 4 with 2 black, and I'm going to play Graveborn Muse. At the beginning of my upkeep, I draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of zombies I control.
But why?
Because if I get 5 upkeeps, it doesn't matter how many zombies I have.
Oh, because it's a zombie, it counts itself. Okay.
All right,
Actually, that's not bad.
Morgan, I need you to let me hit you for 2.
Yeah, okay.
Morgan, I'm gonna move to combat and I'm gonna swing back at you for 2.
I take 2 commander damage. Okay, you hit it.
I will get 2 additional upkeeps. My first upkeep, Graveborn Muse will trigger. I will draw a card, lose a life. Second upkeep, I will draw a card and lose a life. Sadly, that's it.
Okay,
You didn't draw over 7, did you?
please be a
You
land.
worry about your own stuff, okay? Don't you stop worrying about me.
Just ask.
It is a
No,
land.
no, don't ask.
Oh, hey, he found a land.
I found a land. It's a drowned catacomb, so it enters tapped unless I control an island or a swamp. That is an island and a swamp.
It is a swamp.
Because of Urberg. I can do this, though, to help with the Preston situation. For 1 and a black, we're going to feed the swarm the Archon of Absolution.
Hell yeah. So you will lose.
Destroy it,
4.
I lose 4.
My go.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Everything's like 4 mana, and it's situational enough that I'm so scared of Preston that I'm like, do I even play this now?
I have 1 card in hand.
Yeah, but what is that card, Preston?
The only reason that he's saying he can't do anything right now is because that card is not an instant, nor does it have flash. But on his turn, it's going to annihilate us.
For 3, I will cast Tireless Tracker. This is the Fallout version. It's a 3/2. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I investigate, which means I make a clue token. Whenever I sacrifice a clue, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. I will follow that up by playing the Frontier Bivouac. Enters tapped. I will make a clue. I will pass the turn.
You should have played those in the other order. You could have sacrificed it right now.
Yeah, but there is a specific reason I wanted red mana just in case.
I'm gonna pay 1 for an Ivory Tower. It just does the same thing as my commander, but it's an artifact. At the beginning of my upkeep, I gain X life, where X is the number of cards in my hand minus 4. Pass.
Oh, okay.
You aren't going to attack with your 0 power commander?
Shockingly enough, no.
I untap, I draw. This thing goes up to 8. When I draw a card, each opponent loses a life. I'm gonna play a swamp as my land for turn. I'll pay 5 for Canoptech Spider. It is a 4/4 artifact creature spider with flying. Whenever another non-token artifact or vehicle enters the battlefield under my control, I draw a card. Oh, I guess I don't have to pay the 1 anymore.
No, you don't.
That's cool.
Get him!
Alright, I'm gonna attack with Psychosis Crawler and Megatron.
Are you gonna
Pew,
sacrifice anything?
I'm not gonna sacrifice.
I will untap the 6/6 with Maze of Ith, take it out of combat, and I will block the 4/5 with my 0/5.
Wait,
Oh, crap. Well, maybe that means now Jason
Well, maybe.
can do
Well,
something.
now I got another blocker. Okay, that's it.
I will untap, play a mountain. I'm gonna do a little takes backs here, and I'm gonna play a Rogue's Passage.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to do the upkeep thing. Draw a card, lose a life.
Does that change anything?
Yes.
It might.
1 blue and 2, Ristic Study. Then 3, Sword of Feast and Famine.
Ooh.
Can't equip it, but do I just not swing then? Oh wait, no, I can. Preston, I'm gonna swing at you for 2 Menace.
Commando damage.
Get him!
I
Yeah,
will get
eat it.
2 additional upkeeps. Draw a card, lose a life. Draw a card, lose a life.
Got a lot of cards.
I only have 8.
I only have 8.
I am going to move to my end step and I will pitch Terramorphic Expanse, going down to 7 cards.
A draw.
Land?
How are you going to pay for Ristic Study with so few lands?
He's not.
Doesn't have to pay if he doesn't cast anything.
That's the thing. I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. Steven and Jason, which one of you is more likely to have answers for this guy? I guess I kind of helped you build your deck. Is it you? You have a decent amount of removal. Do you have a lot of
I guess
removal?
No. Do I have good removal that will work on Preston? Probably.
Here, Steven,
Yeah.
Secret Rendezvous. You and I each draw 3.
Oh, nice.
I guess Secret Rendezvous, Paperistic Study. We're going on Preston.
Fine, you can draw.
Each
All right.
opponent loses 3 life because of my Psychosis Crawler.
I'm gonna play Jungle Shrine as my land for the turn. It's another one of these tap try lands that I keep drawing.
Don't you make another clue?
So I will make another clue. I'm just gonna go to end step. I'll discard down to hand size because I have 8 cards in hand. I will discard Army of the Damned, which notably does have flashback.
Sulfur Falls, and I will pass the turn.
Nice.
I don't like that at all. Look at all that untapped mana.
But he's only got 1 card, so maybe it's okay.
Alright, I untap
I like how you
Megatron.
untap your Megatron.
untap the
I draw a card, each opponent loses a life, Psychosis Crawler's a 10-10.
I go down to 30.
I'll pay 3 and I'll cast Chaos Warp on the Maze of...
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
beautiful
go.
play! Beautiful, beautiful play.
I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of scared of what he's doing.
All right, Steven, put something to the top.
Whoa!
I didn't like that. I didn't like that
Why
at
do you
all.
like this?
Some land!
Yeah, Steven!
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at Preston. I'm gonna hit him with Psychosis Crawler, Canoptic Spider, and Megatron. Pew pew.
It's a fog, is what he's got, isn't it?
Settle the record. Okay.
Get out of here! Get out of
How much
here!
is it?
17 damage.
You're not gonna block any of it?
Some of it was Commander, right?
Post-combat main phase, I'm going to pay 2 to cast Arcane Signet. Canoptic Spider, whenever another non-token artifact I control in this battlefield under my control, I draw a card. And because of Psychosis Crawler, it'll go up to 10-10, deal 1 damage to everyone. I'll just play Nomad Outpost as my land for turn enters tapped. That'll be then my turn.
Alright, I will untap. Draw for the upkeep trigger and lose a life. Dragskull Summit will be my land for the turn. I will tap this Urborg to play Soul Ring. I will pay 1 red and 2, and I will play Gimli's Axe. A group creature gets +3/+0. A group creature, as long as a group creature is legendary, it has Menace. Then I think I'm just gonna beef up my guy. Tap for 4. Put the sword on Obeka. Put Gimli's Axe on Obeka. So it is a 7/7.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Hey, Steven, you got a board wipe?
Steven, I'm gonna swing at you for 7.
Wait a minute!
Yeah, you're at 38. You knocked Preston down to 15, and you got rid of his Maze of It.
That wasn't the
7?
problem. I was annoying.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
there is a difference.
Yes, I will get
7 upkeeps.
7 upkeeps. That's gonna kind of suck.
You're gonna draw 7 cards. That can't possibly suck.
And lose 7 life.
Yeah.
Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This has been Counting
1,
with
2,
Jason.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14, I gotta discard 7 cards.
All right,
1,
anything
2,
of note
3,
going to your
4,
graveyard?
5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess not really, but I have an island, a mountain, Obeka, Brute Chronologist, Rip Queen, Curse of the Cabal, Mystic Redaction, Lithoform Light, and another mountain. That's it, pass. Oh, I guess, sorry, when it dealt combat damage, I untapped all my lands. And you did have to discard a card because of the sword.
That seems like a big oopsie. You probably could have used some of that mana.
I guess I'll just do a swamp.
Please.
Land!
Oh, I can't cast it, so it doesn't matter.
Damn.
And I wish I was discarding lands. It hurt a little bit to watch you discard that swamp. I'm not gonna lie, Steve.
Here, I'll let you take it.
Pass.
I'm so sorry.
On your end step, I'll pay 2, crack one of my clues to draw a card, and put a +1/+1 counter on the tireless tracker. I just keep drawing like little dirtily cards. I need to draw something that actually does something useful. For one, I'll cast Soul Ring. Don't at me, bro.
I mean, Soul Ring's pretty useful.
Let's see if we can find a useful card. How about that? For 2 and a black, we'll cast Read the Bones, scry 2, draw 2, lose 2. I think I'm gonna put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Draw 2. I'm gonna play Opulent Palace as my land for turn. It's another tri-land. Trigger Tireless Tracker, make another clue. I'm gonna tap out, so this isn't that impressive yet, but it might be cool next turn. For 4 mana, Vidalcan Ore, 4 mana artifact that says I can cast spells as though they had flash.
Pretty lit.
I guess I stay on defense and pass.
As long as he
Sorry, I'll skip the Soul Ring because I wasn't paying attention. You can't pay for Vidalcan Orrery.
No.
Heuristic Study, yeah.
Get on top of it, Jason. Get on top of it.
You're right. I'm a failure.
I'm gonna cycle Perilous Landscape.
You pay for Heuristic No, I jumped it. I jumped it on that one. Sorry, I was trying to anticipate, and I jumped it.
He's off his game tonight.
6, pay for the Heuristic. I'm gonna River's Rebuke, Steve, and return all your non-land permanents to your hand.
It's kind of rude.
At least you have the Reliquary Tower. Get Megatron out of here! No!
Really sit on your shoulder?
Like a parrot.
Kind of.
Megatron!
Play Exotic Witches as my land for turn. Pay 4 to play Jorah's Familiar. 2/2
Heuristic
flying.
He's drawn half his deck already.
I need to draw more.
No, you don't.
I need more. That's the spirit of Christmas. Give me more.
Now you have to pay. Pay your Christmas taxes.
Jingle bells, will you pay
I'm gonna pay 1.
Yay.
1 for Arcane Signet.
Da.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
With it costing 1 less, I'll pay 3 to cast Traxos. It's a 7/7 trample, enters tap, doesn't untap on my untap step. Whenever I cast a historic spell, I untap it.
So you can't pay for that one, right?
I don't know why you're looking at me like I'm the one who's actually casting stuff, okay, guys?
No, I
know you're the one casting stuff. Trust me.
Okay, pass it.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, trigger Graveboard Muse, draw a card, lose a life. Draw for the turn. I think I'm gonna play a swamp as my land for the turn. Now I just kind of need to sit here and figure out how I'm gonna do my turn because this could be very spicy. Number 1 thing I'm gonna do is tap for 3 black, and I'm going to cast Scrawling Crawler.
Oh my god.
Actually, do another take back counter.
What? Jason!
There's something I needed to do first. I have to do this Toxic Deluge for 3.
No, my tireless tracker.
Then with the other 3, then I'm going to play the Scrawling Crawler. At the beginning of my upkeep, each player draws a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life.
Yep.
Oh.
So technically, instead of a 7/7, this is a 4/4 right now because it still has the -3/3 from the Toxic Deluge. I'm gonna tap for 3, and I'm gonna play Jorah of the Gitu.
Bless you.
Thank you. I can pay 2 and exile a non-land card from my hand, put 4 time counters on it, but if it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Forgive me if I hit Tommy for 4.
You're gonna pay the 2?
Yeah,
you
he
can
does
pay
have
the 2 for
propaganda.
propaganda.
Oh, we forgot you have the propaganda. Alright, well, Morgan.
Okay, I take it.
I get 4 additional upkeeps, and you discard a card because of the sword, and I untap my lands.
Yeah.
I'll discard a Prosperous Innkeeper, I guess.
Everybody draws 4 cards and loses 4 life. I don't lose 4 life, it's just opponents.
Man, Psychosis
Thank
color would be
God.
stacked right now.
Thank God.
I'm going to exile Tidal Barracuda from my hand with Jorah. It's going to gain suspend and it's going to get 4 time counters. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to exile Quakebringer from my hand with Jorah. It will get 4 time counters and gain suspend.
Not good.
I am going to pay 2. And I'm going to exile Quite a Spike. It's going to get 4 time counters and gain suspend.
He's encroaching on my territory, and there's nothing I can do about it.
So I'll pay 2 with Jorah, and I will exile Star Whale from my hand. It will gain suspend. That is it for me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to discard 1 this time. I'm going to discard this Burning Inquiry because I don't think we need that right now.
No thanks.
That's it. Pass.
I draw.
You lose 1.
I lose 1. We'll play Training Center as my land for the turn. I finally have some lands. I have 2 or more opponents, so it does not enter tapped. So then pay 3 for Bontu's Monument. Black creature spells I cast cost 1 less to cast.
And I imagine because you don't have the mana to pay for it, I will draw for Mystic Study.
Yeah. And whenever I cast a creature spell, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life.
Oh my god.
I hate this. I hate this a
I'm
lot.
so excited.
I hate this a lot, but I'm going to have to discard and then I'll pass. So
Don't discard any lands.
All these cards, and I did not find another land.
Oh. He still left that
Scrolling
thing out.
crawler. Oh, yes.
while you're doing math, I am discarding Gale's Redirection, Fevered Suspicion, and the Ruinous Powers.
Do you have a board wipe? Maybe.
Are you going to use it?
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
If you're really gonna board wipe, I'm gonna pay 4.
Why not use the Vidalcan Orrery?
Because I forgot I had
fewer.
it.
I want to discard fewer cards.
Okay, that's actually a good point. That's actually a good point.
Solemn Simulacrum.
I
find
imagine
a basic.
no Ristic Study.
I will pay for the.
Darn it!
I think I'm gonna grab a swamp. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to go to end step. I'm gonna have to discard a bunch. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, thank Christ. I'm going to Catcher's Last Mercy to get back up to 40.
Paying for Ristic Study, I imagine.
I'm not going to tap my land.
All right, cards I'm discarding.
Very stream is my land for turn.
Real Possibility, Decimate, Blood Money.
Yeah, pass.
Give me a turn. Leave me alone.
Give me a turn.
give me a turn.
Steven, for the love of God, kill him.
I'll pay 2 to play Felwar Stone, which will untap Traxos.
Ristic Study.
Yeah.
Gross.
I'm actually gonna attack Jason first. Traxos. 7/7 trample.
I'll block with trample.
Bamboozled.
I mean, if it's all going away anyways, I guess I'll block with both of these and take 3.
Then I'll go ahead and pay 6 to cast Phyrexian Rebirth. I destroy all creatures, then create an XX colorless Phyrexian Horror artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures destroyed this way. Alright, 4/4.
And when Solemn dies, I draw a card.
And then I guess I'll go ahead and also pay 2 to play Swiftfoot Boots. Sure. Gucci flip flops. And then I'll just pay 1 to attach it just cause, and then pass.
Well, you paid 1 to attach it, not 1 for the Ristic Study, so I'm drawing my card.
Fool of a took.
Move to my turn. I will untap. Time counter.
Can you proliferate time counters?
Time counter.
I don't think so.
I'm going to play this command tower, which I will then immediately sacrifice.
You mean Command Beacon?
Command Beacon, excuse me, to put Obeka into my hand. 4. I will play Obeka. I guess I'll just tap 2 to equip the sword to Obeka. I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna pitch this Steam Vent, and then I will pitch Leyline Axe, and that's gonna be it.
A draw. Play a swamp. And finally, the long-awaited moment.
Hooray!
Because it costs 1 less from Bantu's Monument, casting my commander, Don Andres the Renegade.
What, we each lose 1?
Yeah, everyone lose 1, I gain
You
1.
gain.
I'm gonna pay the 1 for the Ristic. Each creature I control but don't own gets +2/+2, has Menace and Death Touch, and is a pirate in addition to its other types. And whenever I cast a non-creature spell I don't own, I create 2 tapped treasure tokens.
I just like the idea of like, you take an artifact creature, put a hat on it, you're a pirate now.
Yarr!
That's what Wizards basically did with the murders at Karlov Manor set.
Yep.
They just put detective hats on everyone.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right, reminder, Vidalcan Orrery, all my stuff has flash. I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna need your artistic abilities, because I drew the 1 card that makes a token that I don't have the actual token of, which is Huntmaster of the Fells. Can you draw me a little wolf guy?
Only if I can draw for Ristic Study.
I don't think you have a choice there, yeah.
Don't let him know that.
When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms, I create a 2/2 wolf creature token, and I gain 2 life. And then at the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, I transform it. The backside is a 4/4.
Did they ever errata
Draw.
those to be day-night, or is it? Or
Nope.
is if it? Okay, I don't know. If
Thank
they
God.
did. Yeah, thank God. That'd be a nightmare. That's like a sheep and a lion put together.
Wow.
A wolf.
It's like a wolf.
Everyone knows.
clothing.
Everyone knows.
Yeah. For 5, I'm going to cast Shadrick Silver Quill. It's a 2/5 with flying and double strike. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I may choose 2. Each mode must target a different player. Create a 2/1 Inkling token with flying. Target player draws a card and loses life. Or target player puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. Psst. I'm not giving you counters.
Hey,
No.
you paying for Ristic Study?
Yes, I am going to pay for the Ristic Study. All right. I'll make an Inkling, and then Preston, you lose a life, draw a card.
Okay. Oh, yeah, also. We're in this, boys.
We are so bad.
Stop it!
I will play a command tower, and then you can go.
Okay. Draw my cards for turn.
What have you done, Morgan?
I don't know yet.
Myriad Landscape.
I'm just glad that I lived past like turn 4 this Christmas episode.
What happened last year, Jason?
I'm gonna pay 2 for Folio of Fancies.
Oh, heck
Players
yeah.
have no maximum hand size.
Oh, well, I already have that.
And then I could pay XX, tap it, each player draws X cards, or 2 in a blue, each opponent puts the number of cards equal to
Mills.
the number of cards. Yeah, they mill equal to the number of cards in hand. I will never be doing that one.
Are you gonna pay for the Ristic study though?
Oh, yes.
I mean, you might as well not if you're gonna enable me to draw cards.
But it's only you drawing a card. There's a difference.
Stop making good points.
I'm gonna play Buried Ruin as my lane for the turn. I'm going to pay 6 to cast Megatron Tyrant. Where's my
Megatron.
thing?
Are you paying the Ristic study?
Ah!
All right, so Steven, what's that word salad say?
Oh yeah.
Oh
So
god.
many words. So it's a 7/5 when it's in its robot form. Your opponents can't cast spells during combat. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, you may convert Megatron. If you do, add a colorless mana for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. Pay 1 to attach the Swiftfoot Boots to Megatron, and then
Punch that fool.
Well, I actually have a response for you.
Quick, go to combat.
I gotta.
For you, no, I'm gonna have to pay 1 blue and 1 in reality shift Megatron.
Oh, hang on. Do you have a response?
I'm tapped out.
That doesn't mean you don't have a response.
No, I don't have a response.
Steven, I attempt to stop that from happening,
Okay.
and you kill me last.
Yeah, all right. You haven't done anything to me this game.
I probably won't do anything this whole game period. For 1 and a blue, I'm going to attempt to Arcane Denial the reality shift.
Are you paying for Ristic study?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to deflecting swat that. And I'm gonna have to change the target of it to deflecting swat.
I can't stop that.
And then Megatron is exiled, sadly. And you manifest the top card.
You know, Jason, voice spells aren't very casual.
No one said casual Christmas.
To tap Sackett, I'll go ahead and get Jorah's Familiar back. I guess I pay 1 to attach Swiftfoot Boots because I don't got no other options. I
You might want to attack Preston. He's at 38.
Preston, I take you for 4.
Okay.
What's Megatron doing here? That's it.
I will untap. Time counter. Time counter. Time counter. Time counter. Draw. I'm going to play Storm Carved Coast as my land for the turn. Enters untap because I have 2 or more other lands. I'm going to tap for 2 with the Soul Ring, and I'm going to play Brotherhood Regalia.
Oh.
Pay 1 to equip it to my commander. So, equipped creature has Ward 2 and is an assassin in addition to its other types and can't be blocked. We're cooking with gasoline now, fellas.
I feel like that's
Sounds
Then-
very dangerous.
dangerous, unhealthy, and quite frankly, the food wouldn't taste very good either.
Then I'm going to pay these 2 to attach
Megatron might like
Gimli's axe
Megatron.
to my commander. Then I'm going to do something that I am so happy that I will actually get to do. I'm going to play Psychic Vortex.
What's that one do?
It has a cumulative upkeep of draw a card. At the end of each of my turns, I sacrifice a land and discard my hand. But here's the thing, it's a cumulative upkeep cost. I don't have to pay it. I'm going to move to combat now. Preston, you're at 34. I'm going to swing at you for 7. I think it's still 7.
Up to 9 commander damage.
I'm gonna get 7 upkeeps. First upkeep, time counter, time counter, time counter,
We're dead.
time counter.
We're so dead.
Draw a card. Second upkeep,
Oh, you're
time
gonna-
counter, time counter,
are
time
you
counter,
gonna-
time counter.
are
And
you
you
gonna-
cast
are you
all
gonna-
of these.
So run
So-
us through everything you
Tidal Barracuda says any player may cast spells as though they had flash. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Quietus Spike. Equipped creature has Death Touch. Whenever equipped creature does combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Star Whale. Flying Vigilance. Other creatures you control have Ward 2. And it's an 8/8. And then Quakebringer. Your opponents can't gain life. At the beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if Quakebringer is on the battlefield, or if Quakebringer is in your graveyard and you control a giant. Now I'll draw 2 from my Psychic
Jesus
Vortex.
Christ, we're dead.
Third upkeep, draw 1, 2, 3, deal 2 to everybody. Fourth upkeep, 1, 2, 3,
To you as
4.
well, or just
no?
to
It's each
opponents?
opponent.
That's what I thought.
Fifth upkeep, 1, 2, 3,
Which one is
4,
dealing
5.
damage to everyone?
Quakebringer.
Quakebringer.
2 more damage to everybody. Sixth upkeep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 damage to everybody. Seventh upkeep, I will not pay the cumulative upkeep cost for Psychic Vortex and draw cards. It will go to my graveyard, and you each will take 2. Oh, and I hit you with the Sword of Feast and Famine, so my lands were untapped.
Oh, and I discard?
Yes.
In response
To
I'm gonna-
what?
to your next upkeep, I'm going to pay 2 and crack this last clue, draw a card.
All right.
Tap down.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna play Court of Ambition. I become the monarch. Yay, me!
It's too far.
No, it's Christmas. I get the Santa hat. So when it enters, I become the monarch. At the beginning of my upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card. If I'm the monarch, instead they lose 6 life unless they discard 2 cards. I'm just gonna move to my end step.
As you go to your end step, I will pay to have us all draw 6 cards.
Nice.
So technically, I'm gonna draw 7 because I'm the monarch.
Dude, Psychosis Crawler would be so thick right now.
And we'd be so
We'd be so dead.
We'd be so dead.
So Tommy's turn?
Yeah, that was all.
Oh,
end
that
step
was end
stuff.
step. Okay, yeah.
Anyone hit a board wipe?
Unfortunately not.
I have a board wipe, but I feel like he has a counter spell. He has half his deck in his hand.
First things first.
I don't like him.
You don't know which direction I'm going.
What's one thing that I should get rid of right now?
This
so
equipment
then, yeah,
gives it
you
ward
have to
2.
pay for both
this
of them.
it gives it ward 2.
Okay, so then I can't get rid of it. Never mind. I don't have enough mana. Can't get rid of anything.
Do you have a counter spell in hand?
Only his commander has
Maybe.
Ward 4.
Here's what I'm thinking, Tommy. I do have a board wipe in hand.
Okay.
I will attempt to cast it on my turn.
Okay.
If you have a counter spell in hand, save it for in case he has a counter spell to try to stop my board wipe.
Fair enough.
If my board wipe resolves, everything is gone.
What? Oh, hold on. Even my lands?
No, your lands will stay.
Okay.
Not literally everything.
Everything. My playmat.
Everything.
He said my playmat.
For 1 and a red, I find some prisoners. I'm going to interrogate them. Exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library. Choose one of them. I may play that card until the end of my next turn. Spend mana as though it were mana of any color. Jason, let me see top 3 of your library.
We're on the mill 'em out plan.
Or exile top 3.
Exile the top 3.
And I choose one of them.
Negate,
Oh.
Blood Crypt, Luxury Suite.
I'll take negate.
Yeah, so you can play that till the end of.
So I can play that till the end of my next turn.
All right,
And then
good
those
stuff.
2 are exiled.
We're gonna mill him, guys. Look, his graveyard is just about the same size as his library.
That actually isn't impossible because Preston has the folio and he could mill everyone, equal to the number of cards.
That's not the goal of this deck, but I can technically make it a draw, theoretically.
Anything else?
I'd rather it end that way.
No, that's going to be it.
I don't want to win this way. That's not cool, guys.
Merry Christmas to
You know what,
all.
guys, you're right. We kill Jason first, and then the rest of us draw.
That's not the spirit of Christmas.
I had to make sure I had the right colors. So, red, white, black, black. I'm going to attempt to Ruinous Ultimatum, destroy all non-land permanents my opponents control.
I mean, I like my stuff, but
I could
I'd
do
rather
something.
survive.
I
so.
could do something very funny. I'm not going to, but I could do something very
Counter my
funny.
Ruinous Ultimatum.
Terminate Shadrix.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
And then all this stuff blows up. Did you pay for Ristic Study?
Yes.
Don't let him get one. Why'd you tap for 2?
I have one floating. It's fine.
Okay,
Because I want my
alright.
colors. I want
Okay.
Alright,
Oh, fair.
This is so stupid. I'm gonna have to discard down, but I'm gonna use that 1 floating and then 2 more to evoke a Mole Drifter. It's a 2/2 flyer, but when it enters the battlefield, it draws 2 cards, and because it's evoked, it's just immediately gonna die.
Godspeed, soldier. Hark the Herald Angels.
Did you draw the card of Arcane Denial?
I did not.
I did not draw either.
I'm gonna play a Windscarred Crag as my land for the turn. Enters the battlefield tapped, I gain a life. Look at that. That's power, baby.
He's back up to double digits.
Go to combat. I'm gonna hit Preston.
Preston? What the hell?
It just started to come out of my mouth. That's not what I meant. I'm gonna hit Jason for 6.
I would simply just say no.
I'm gonna have to discard down to hand size, but you can go ahead, Preston.
Oh, thank God. Oh, you're the monarch now.
Oh yay! I get to draw a card on my end step.
And discard
Yay.
down.
And discard more
Discard
cards.
even more.
Maids of Ith will be my land again.
Yeah, of course it will.
May the bit.
I am discarding Blood for the Blood God and then 5 lands.
Thanks for getting me this card.
You're welcome, I
Pay
guess.
2 to get the Myriad Landscape, to go find 2 basics to share type. I might as well put it down now. For 3, Dictate of Krufix.
Hey!
Everyone gets an additional card draw when they draw their card. 5, 6, 7. Okay, pass.
So Steven, you get to draw 2 cards.
Yay! Plains is my land for turn. I think that's all the plains in my deck. And I will tap a whopping 4 mana.
What? No way!
To play
Kill
Tori
Jason.
was familiar again. Stork spells cost 1 less to cast. 2/2
So
flying.
underwhelming.
For 0, I will cast Soul Ring.
Now that's kind of baller.
I'll pay with it costing 1 less. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can uptick Spider. 4/4 flying. Whenever another non-token artifact or vehicle enters the battlefield under my control, draw a card.
Man,
And
Steven's
then
Reliquary Tower been cooking this
1,
game.
2, 3, 4. With it costing 1 less. We're gonna see your boy Psychosis Crawler again.
How badly do we want that?
It's a creature. You can't counter.
Yeah, you can't counter it with that. Not creature.
I still have the other counter spell I was talking about.
Oh well.
You might actually want to counter.
I was thinking
I think
because
you should
that's
counter that.
Yeah, all right. For blue, all reliable.
Okay, I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so I will untap, upkeep, and draw.
I'm sorry. Did you draw your extra card from the dictate?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
Wow,
Now
we're getting
I'm
closer
gonna
to Millie.
play this Cabal Coffers as my land for the turn.
Gosh, what do I do?
Nothing.
Pass the turn. Discard. Down.
I am gonna pay 2. Tap the Cabal Coffers to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black to my mana pool. 1 red and 2 of the black, so I'll have 7 black left. I'm gonna Jessica's Will.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Christ alive.
Exiling the top 3, 2, and then 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna attempt an Exsanguinate, where X is equal to 9. Each opponent loses X life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way.
Everyone's
gonna
gonna
lose
lose
9, and
9.
I'm gonna gain 36.
And he'll gain 36.
Can I kill the 3 of you so he doesn't get?
Okay, that'd be excellent. That'd be really
That would be
funny,
awesome.
actually.
I go to 1.
I go
1,
to
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're really gonna do this the slowest, most painful way possible, aren't you?
1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Merry Christmas to all! It's all a good night!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna move to my end step and
Anything of relevance going to your graveyard?
particularly, that will be your turn.
All right, dose. Ooh, here's the problem. I don't have anything like cool to do.
You could try drawing out his counter spell that he obviously has.
When you could have killed Morgan with 1 more mana.
Talking about no.
We're just gonna cast Dazzling Sphinx, 4/5 flyer. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery. I may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then that player puts the exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of their library in a random order. I'm also going to play the Boiler Works. It's going to enter tapped. I'm going to bounce the Training Center back to my hand.
Careful, that might come in tap next time.
Anything else? You're just gonna discard a bunch?
Yeah, this isn't going to happen. All right, so we'll discard Frostboil Snarl, and then we're also discarding Mind's Dilation.
Oh no.
I'm sad I didn't get to cast this one. Arvinox the Mind Flail, Hostage Taker, and Gonti Lord of Luxury.
Those are cool cards though.
They're cool cards, but it's too late in the game.
Untap, upkeep. I'm gonna cast Regal Behemoth. That's a 5/5 with trample. When it enters the battlefield, I become the monarch. Already was. Whenever I tap a land for mana while I'm the mana, while I'm the monarch,
I'm gonna
add an
tap
additional
myself.
1 mana of any color.
You gonna cast Cromat now?
It doesn't gain life, does it?
No, unfortunately.
5/6. I'll have a red floating, I guess. I'm going to escape to the wilds, exile the top 5 cards of my library. I may play cards exiled this way until the end of my next turn. I may play an additional land this turn. 5. Hey, that's actually pretty good. I'm going to use that 1 mana I have floating to cast Amulet of Vigor. It says whenever a permanent enters the battlefield tapped under my control, I untap it. So all my pesky tap lands are now untapped. I'm going to play this Jungle Hollow, enters the battlefield untapped. I gain a life.
Boom, he got there.
Oh my
He
god,
did it, boys.
Guys, he can shock a land out now.
Still kill himself.
Die.
Still
And then
kill
my
himself.
second land is not going to be this Crumbling Necropolis. It's going to be a Blossoming Sands, which also will gain me a life. All right, now you have to Lightning Bolt me to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these lands, the additional mana it makes is going to be red. Bloodbraid Elves. It's a 3/2 with haste and cascade.
Ooh.
So on cast, I'm going to cascade. Arcane Signet. That's not the most exciting in the world. Go to Combat Dito, and I'm going to hit Jason for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Can't say I never did nothing. I think I am going to pass the turn.
I'm going to draw and draw.
Sea of Clouds.
2 for the Signate.
Oh, on my end step, I draw a card because I'm the monarch.
Oh, you sure do.
3. I have a Shreds of Sanity. Return up to 1 target instant and up to 1 target sorcery card from my graveyard to my hand.
I'm very scared of that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen, but for 6. Champions of Minas Tirith. 4/6, I become the monarch.
This actually kind of sucks because I have something that I could do if Jason tries to lightning bolt me.
Well, he ain't gonna do
But
it.
I won't have the mana if you take the monarch from me. Steven, what's your biggest creature?
It's a 4/4 with flying.
Are you saying it at Jason?
Yes.
I think I'm going to take the risk. I guess I am going to go ahead and for 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll have a 1 floating, cast a Commander Sphere, and then I guess I'll use that 1 other floating to cast this Village Rites to sacrifice my Wolf token to draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's okay. Here you go. You're the Monarch.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else right now, so I'm just gonna go to my end step and draw from the Monarch. And it's your go, Dave. 6 cards.
And I draw 2 still.
Yep.
Play Darksteel Citadel as my land for turn. It's an indestructible land.
I don't think you're going to attack me, but if you do want to while I'm the Monarch, you have to pay for it.
I want to ruin everyone's day.
What's wrong with you? Just kill Jason.
Well, but then kill you guys in the process.
What?
So you'd win the game.
I mean, do you want to see what I would do, or do you want to see after the game? Or
I mean, it's everyone against Jason, so you might as well just tell us what you got brewing.
Oh my god.
What's the likelihood that you think you win in a 1v1 against Jason, though? Because that kills all of us.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Brilliant Restoration, returning all artifact and enchantment cards from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh, you're gonna draw a lot of cards.
Yes. So
Oh,
that'll
we're
be-
dead, because you're gonna draw cards with Psychosis Color out.
Yeah.
Okay, pause.
Morgan, you die if this resolves.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know how I win this game anymore.
You could just be a
I
buddy
think-
and let him.
I think I'm gonna let it go through and accept my fate. I'm just trying to see if there's something I can do that's helpful on my way out. We'll tap the Commander Sphere for a blue and draw a card. If I had one more mana, I would not die right now because of my top deck.
I wonder who took that 1 mana away from you.
Shut up.
For a red and a white, Boros Charm, deal 4 damage to Jason's face. And then I will die as Steven's stuff resolves.
Instead of doing 4 to his face, you could give Psychosis Carl a double strike.
So
Okay,
yeah.
double
So
strike.
yeah, double
Boros
strike.
Charm, I'll give it double strike instead.
I get a total of 7 artifacts back. 3 of those are creatures.
If I had one more mana, I could have flashed in a Siege Rhino.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll just go ahead and pay 1, attach the Swiftfoot Boots to Psychosis Crawler. So that's going to be 30 at Jason. Also, that's 36.
Damn.
Now, do I save Jason?
Yeah, just die. I deserve that win more than anyone.
It's a teamwork.
I deserve that win more than anyone did.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Right?
No.
So then I will pay 2 to play Reckless Fireweaver. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield in my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Because it costs 1 less from Jory West Familiar, I'll pay 1 black to play Psychomancer, which will deal 1 damage to each opponent.
Oh.
He's out.
Cool.
It's a 1/1 with
Fun.
flying. Whenever a Psychomancer or another non-token artifact you control is put into a
Steven's gonna
graveyard
win.
from the battlefield or is put into exile from the battlefield, target opponent loses a life and you gain a life.
Oh boy.
Cast Crypto Thrall. 3/3 other artifact creatures I control have hexproof.
Who knew that artifact decks were busted?
Pay 2 because it costs 1 less. I'm going to play Ashnod's Altar. Traxos is untapped because I just played.
yeah.
Yeah, that will be then my turn.
Time for the double top deck of the century. Damn it.
No, just cast Lightning Bolt and fork it, and you're good.
I will play a mountain as my land for turn. 1 of each color. Pramicon Sky Rampart. It's a 1/5 with flying and defender. When it enters the battlefield, I'll choose left or right. People can only attack in that direction. I think it's best if I choose left right now. And then for 4, Windborn Muse. You gotta pay 2 for each creature that attacks me.
Okay.
Pass.
Drawing your end step because you're the Monarch.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, Steven, you just played 2 more artifacts.
I know, that's all I have to do.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
6/7. I'm gonna cast Meteor Golem. 1 damage. I'll go ahead and blow up.
Dictate a crew fix so he can't draw more cards.
Yes.
As if he's not gonna win this turn.
I'll play Scavenged Brawler for
Okay, I'm
4.
done.
Okay.
Good
All right,
game!
Ugh.
Get it! Good game!
Good game. Good game, Jason.
Hey,
Technically, you do become
Okay,
Monarch, so
Megatron.
you can end it with the hell.
Oh, yay!
Well, that is our 3rd annual Christmas episode. Steven, congratulations on your victorious season. And who knew that artifact decks were busted? A couple of these decks got to go berserk. We really got to see a lot of Jason's deck. We got to see a lot of Steven's deck. My deck, it's a thing. It just exists. But specifically because Tommy and Preston did not get to do all of what their deck wants to do. Make sure you are subscribed because at some point we will get deck text for most, if not all of the decks that you saw in this video. So Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday season. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Want a Sprite Cranberry?